Yeah, it's been 4 months since the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. So, closing it out, man. I kind of wanted to revisit and, just share my thoughts on it and see how has the Note 20 Ultra held up, man. That's it. Let's talk about it. So yeah, usually with these type of videos, man, I script it, I get my thoughts fully down, but I thought I kind of wanted this to be a more straight to the point, more kind of laid back feel to, discussing 4 months later with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, especially with all the rumors and forward thinking phones that are coming out for 2021. Is it really worth it? And as well as being worth it, has it really held up? So we're going to talk about that, man. But before we do, again, a big shout out to Vodafone UK for supplying this for review and loan purposes. I will have links in the description below for the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra deals on Vodafone UK. So again, big thank you to them, man. They be support the channel and I really appreciate that. But yeah, let's talk about it, man. There's been a lot of talk about the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and just it being potentially the last Note, and some of the standout features that make it a Note product come into the S line. But even before we discuss that, man, how has the Note 20 Ultra held up? And I think it's held up really well. Honestly, this is one of the phones that really just made me enjoy smartphones all over again. I still remember, the first week or two having it, my first impressions of the price that it comes at. It really does make you instinctively feel like it's worth every bit of money that you spent in it, the design. And again, I do wish that the matte satin finish was available on all the colors just to give people that option. I feel like them leaving the matte satin finish on the Mystic Bronze only was a bit of a missed opportunity, but you know what, it is what it is. I still love this color, I still love this finish. I think just aesthetically in terms of the build and how it feels in the hand, man, this phone really just feels special. That's the best way I can still describe it. And I think hardware wise, in terms of build and design, it is probably the phone to beat for this year overall, top to bottom. Doesn't mean it's perfect, what phone really is, but I gotta give it to Samsung, man. When I dubbed this as the premium king, getting it back in studio again, I realized that yeah, for the solid state based smartphones that we're used to, this is really top tier. Now, if people know me, man, I'm a big display connoisseur. I love a good display experience at any price point, but I want the correct display experience. And even with all the caveats that I said that, having to choose between quad high definition and 60 hertz or full high definition plus 1080p and 120 hertz and not having that middle ground at 90 hertz as something that I was so used to from the OnePlus 7 series with the 7 Pro and the 7T Pro. Overall, those are still my favorite display experiences, but for 2020, this is still the display to beat. This is just a top tier display. And I'm definitely guessing by the next generation phones in 2021, the quad high definition and a high resolution with high refresh rate would have been done. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Apart from that, man, I really have no complaints. This display, every time I'm watching a video on it, using it, it's so immersive. So I got to give Samsung that. Next, performance. It's really a shame that performance wise, things really just were split between two. And it really just depends on what part of the world that you are, whether you're going to get the 865 Plus or the Exynos 990. In its own bubble, if you're using the Exynos 990, the performance is great. You still get 5G, the performance is great. You're not going to be feeling like it's going to be slow, especially with the fact that you got 8GB of RAM, 12GB of RAM. Yes, it didn't have the 16 that you get with the S20 Ultra, but at the end of the day, you really didn't need it. It's a powerhouse, right? So yeah, performance is good, but really I think leading into battery and charging, the Exynos 990, it's just weird how both models escalate in such different battery experience. And it is what it is. And I hope going forward with the newer generation phones that are going to come out, we don't suffer that problem in terms of battery, because the battery health experience in terms of stamina was the biggest Achilles heel on here. I do wish there was faster charging, but you know what, the recharge time is good enough. It's more than good enough at that price. I would have loved to see under an hour. But that in itself, I think really they did it well with the Note 20 Ultra. I really don't have much complaints on it. And I think in terms of, if let's just say you get lucky and things optimize well, it's manageable. It's manageable. Software wise, and I said this before, man, Honestly, it's a shame that Samsung software is really fighting against Android and the underbase of Google, because I think Samsung really understand how to make software work for these big screen phones, right? From the different types of multitasking that you can do in terms of split screen, apps edge, apps pair, you know, being able to resize windows, one-handed mode. Samsung really were forward thinking from the first generation Note all the way to here, and I've just got to applaud them. They understand how to make software work for a big screen phone, and it's just one thing that really makes it worth it, on top of the fact that you've got the physical S Pen. And the S Pen here, I know a lot of people had problems with it being on the left hand side. I still never found that to be an issue, but I do understand that people have it on the right side is something that they're used to, and it should be there. But you know what, I didn't find it as annoying as I thought it would. Overall, when it comes to the camera as well, I think this is probably one of the best cameras overall that you're gonna really find on a smartphone. I do hope that in the future, with the future models, they really do fix the ability to just shoot 4K 60 video on all the camera lenses, not just the main and the selfie, just for that even consistency and parity. And I really do like the fact that they've refined all the issues that they had, the focusing, and also obviously the zoom. So I think camera wise, man, I really enjoyed using the camera on here. The low light's phenomenal. The ultra wide performance on the ultra wide angle camera is phenomenal. Overall, I don't think if you get this this phone for the camera, you're really gonna have an issue with it. You're really gonna have a great experience. I have, and it's probably one of the best in the flagship scene. Now, apart from that, man, I'm thinking about this Note and where it stands, and if put it this way, if this is true, okay, nice. If this is true that this is going to be the last Note, then I'm happy with what Samsung have done, because if some of the S21, based on rumors, is going to have some of the S Pen series features in there with the Wacom digitizer on the screen, I think it's about time. And I think the future is going to be part of the productivity of having a folding screen device. And I think folding screen devices really have taken what the Note was really doing. So I think the Note being retired, if that is true, again, it's all rumors, I think the Note would have done everything that it needs to do to pass the baton on to the folding screen phones that are going to get the S Pen support, hopefully S Pen built in, and taking that baton onto the S series that have it with the S Pen support on the screen. Does that make it worth it? I think logically, no. I think logically, if you can get the S Pen features on the new S series coming out, then I guess logically it's not worth having to get this. But actually, you know what? Depending on the deals that you get and how much you can get this for, and if you can get the right one, ideally the Snapdragon model, where you will get much better battery performance as well as just general performance overall, it might be worth considering holding on to what might potentially be the last Note. Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, thank you for still being a premium king for 2020. I really love this phone, and I just appreciate what the Note series has done altogether. Yeah, this one's a bit different, guys. Just kind of wanted to just flow with it and just be chilled. So that's it for me, Ben from Lover of Tech. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Note 20 Ultra. If you enjoy videos like this, you know exactly what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're part of Team TLS, the Tech Lover Squad, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. I hope you're all safe during this time. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.